3, 2, 1.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nursyamila Binti Shamrohaizan. I'm from BA1192C. My ID student number is 20214697988.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Natasya Binti Nikmat. Razak number 20216888364.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Izati Penizur alias Mohd. ID student 2021-8H2118. I'm from class BA1192C.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Syaida Nazifa Binti Razak. I'm from class D1BA1192C. My student ID is 2021-862-882. OBSESS Cosmetic is a local established company that founded by Hafizatul Atikah. Hafizatul Atikah is known as a makeup artist before she started the business OBSESS Cosmetic. OBSESS Cosmetic headquarters are in Jeratul Pahang. They established as a company since 2015, which is not really known in Malaysia at that time. They capitalized RM60,000 to start up their business. OBSESS Cosmetic is not actually a name that suddenly appears in the beauty line. OBSESS Cosmetic has been living several years in its users. OBSESS Cosmetic did not have any physical store yet, but they have almost 1,000 agents all around the region. Other than that, selling their product through an agent, they also have their own website. They produce their product overseas, which is from Korea, Australia, China, and Malaysia itself. The production of each item is from other place. OBSESS Cosmetic has registers with Suruhan Jaya Syarikat Malaysia SSM in 2016. OBSESS Cosmetic is registered under the Ministry of Health that ensure the product is safe to use. Every item has their own notification number. Number notification is very important to know whether the product is acknowledged under the Ministry of Premium Grade Ingredients for our product and ethical cruelty-free practice in our research to deliver products that is safe for all skin types. Really, the economics concept of scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost, the economic problem of what to produce, how much to produce, and for whom to produce with OBSESS Cosmetic. OBSESS Cosmetic has been labeled as having limited resources. It has fundamental economic concepts like scarcity and opportunity. Scarcity is one of the key concepts of economics. The scarcity of this company is lack of capital. The effect is unable to expand product reach. Capital is used by companies to pay for the ongoing production of goods and services in order to create profit. Furthermore, OBSESS Cosmetic wants to spend their capital for create two types of lipstick, such as liquid lipstick matte and semi-matte gel lipstick, but they lack of capital. The capital they have is insufficient to create both at once. So this company decided to choose one type only. OBSESS Cosmetic decided to choose the liquid lipstick matte by giving out the semi-matte gel lipstick. Next is opportunity cost. The opportunity cost is semi-matte gel lipstick. They choose to create liquid lipstick matte in order to satisfy customer needs and wants. Matte liquid lipstick have a lightweight texture that produce a matte finish that lasts for hours without drying out your lips. what to produce in OBSESS Cosmetic. Due to scarcity of resources, OBSESS Cosmetic will produce the liquid lipstick limit by giving up the semi-matte gel lipstick because widespread demand. Production depends on the goods demanded by the consumer. This company have to plan a little bit about what they need for consumer in order to satisfy customer needs and wants. From the meeting, the company have to make enough lipstick to keep the stock from rusting and avoid loss. The liquid lipstick limit based on olive oil, which is able to treat lips and maintain beauty. In addition, how to produce in this company? OBSESS Cosmetic wants to produce liquid lipstick limit. Company decision makers are thinking about how to produce with two options, which are computerized and high technology manufacturing centered around by a few workers, or a low technology manufacturing facility that employs countless semi-skilled workers and very little equipment. The company can achieve the same production from any options. Therefore, because the wage paid to labor are relatively high compared to equipment expenses, OBSESS Cosmetic prefer high technology manufacturing over low technology. Next, how much to produce? Due to limited resources, OBSESS Cosmetic has to decide the quantity of that need to be produced. After discussion, the company will be produce 1,000 pieces liquid limit because of widespread demand. In order to avoid loss, and the corporation researches and plans consumer demand. Lastly, for whom to produce? Apart from this, the lipstick market is registering major demand for lipstick product from working women population. A lipstick is considered as a need among working women, which gives them confidence to their personality, and also many makeup lovers already adore this brand since they are easily available. The lipstick have some of natural color which is suitable for all skin tones.
Next, the product price with law of demand and law of supply. Law of demand shows negative or inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. When price of OBSESS Cosmetic increase, the quantity demand for the product decrease, and vice versa. For law of supply, it shows positive relationship between price and quantity supply. When price increase, quantity supply increase, and vice versa. The graph shows law of demand when price of the OBSESS Cosmetic increase from P1 to P2. Demand for the product will decrease from Q1 to Q2 and vice versa. When price decrease from P2 to P1, demand will increase from Q2 to Q1. This is negative relationship between price and quantity demand. And law of supply indicate when the price increase from P2 to P3, supply also increase from Q3 to Q2. When price decrease from P3 to P2, supply will also decrease from Q2 to Q3. This is positive relationship between price and quantity supply.
The determinant of elasticity that we use is price elasticity and cross elasticity of demand. For the elasticity of demand, the table shows that the price of demand of OBSESS Cosmetic can be drawn using tabular information and graph. For the OBSESS Cosmetic, we investigate the quantity demand of a cleansing balm. From this diagram, we can know how much of price that we can get the quantity of demand of cleansing balm, or how many pieces that we can get with that price. That means if we buy a lot of product, we will get a cheapest price for the one quantity of pieces. According to the demand price of elasticity calculation, we have recognized that OBSESS cosmetic is categorized as demand elastic because the price elasticity of the demand calculation response is less than 1 equal to a negative 0.1. The formula that we use to calculate the price of elasticity of demand, which is percent change in quantity demanded divided by the percent change of price of goods. In consequence, the graph of price elasticity of demand for will turn out as the graph below. Based on the graph above, it shows the price elasticity of demand of OBSESS cosmetic. The graph shows that at price 40 ringgit, the quantity demand is 20 pieces. If the cleansing balm price increase from 50 ringgit to 100 ringgit, the quantity of demand will decrease from 20 pieces to 18 pieces. This shows that the graph is elastic because the consumers are very responsive to cleansing balm due to a change in its price. For the cross elasticity of demand, the table below shows how cross elasticity of demand of OBSESS cosmetic can be drawn using tabular information and graph. The formula that we use to calculate the cross elasticity of demand, which is percent change in quantity demanded of goods divided by the percent change of price of goods. From the calculation of cross elasticity of demand, we have recognized that OBSESS cosmetic company is categorized as substitute good because the cross elasticity of demand calculation answer is greater than 1, which is 1.8. In consequence, the graph of cross elasticity of demand for OBSESS cosmetic will turn out as the graph below. Based on the diagram, it shows that the table of cross elasticity of demand between cleansing balm and mascara. Then, based on the graph, we know that when the price of cleansing balm increase from 116 to 200, the quantity of mascara also increased from 45 to 65 pieces. Then the graph also shows that the response of cross elasticity are positive because the answer is based on the answer of the calculation, and we got 1.8, which is greater than 1. In conclusion, if the price of the cleansing balm decrease, quantity demand of mascara will also decrease. Thus, cleansing balm and mascara are viewed as substitute good.
I will present about the concept of equilibrium and the concept of government intervention to the product. Market equilibrium is a situation where quantity demanded equals quantity supply. At the equilibrium point, the quantity of goods that producers are willing to produce is equal with the quantity that consumers are willing to buy. Equilibrium is the state in which market supply and demand balance each other, and as the result, price becomes stable. Generally, an oversupply of goods or services cause down price to go down, which results in high demand, while an undersupply or shortage causes price to go up, resulting in less demand. Here we have table. So when the price is 6 ringgit, we have more quantity demanded, but our supply is 10, so it's not equal. And for price 22 ringgit, our demand is less, just 10 unit, and our quantity supplies is 50, and there is no balance too. But when at the price 14 ringgit. The quantity demanded is 30 unit, and the quantity supply is 30 units too. So we can see the equal at the quantity demanded and quantity supplied at price RM 14 ringgit.